One thing we get asked a lot as full-time travelers is how do you decide where you're going to go? And there are actually different ways we do that. Sometimes it's based on what we're learning in school. For example, we did U.S. history and we went to Plymouth Plantation and the Boston Tea Party. Sometimes we'll go to a location to kind of bring it to life and make it more fun and engaging and really help them get a grasp on what it's all about. Sometimes it's based on an activity we want to do. For example, we spent a winter in Utah snow skiing, and we did that partly so the kids could learn to snow ski better and get comfortable with it, but also we wanted Tim to be able to increase his leg strength and his balance, which his injuries took away from him. And it was great for that. It was great family fun. It was a fabulous, absolutely amazing winter. But sometimes it's based on just simply the fact that it's somewhere we've never been. And that's where we are right now. So we just got back from Florida and we're in Arkansas right now. We're spending some time with family and letting the kids go to church camp and doing little things like that. And then we're heading to Alaska. We're so excited. So join us as we plan our Alaska adventures. In this video, we'll take you through the planning process so you can get a glimpse into what the planning portion is like in the life of a full-time travel family. In 2019, we sold our house and began traveling full-time. For more than 5 years now, we've been educating our kids out in the world. We're so excited for you to join us as we explore God's beautiful creation, experience various cultures, and adventure together as a family.
We're Broken Wing Adventures! With this particular journey, our goal is to create an unforgettable experience that combines adventure with education, because we still do school. This is part of our school. So we have to get all that in, and Alaska really lends itself well to that. I always start by mapping out the route, focusing on places that will offer incredible scenery and family activities and educational opportunities for the kids. And in Alaska, that's things like Denali National Park and the Kenai Fjords. There's so much in Alaska that fits into this. I look for resources to help prepare the kids and myself for the educational aspect before going. Then it's time to look at campgrounds, harvest hosts, military bases, BLM land, and any other places we may stay. This is where Tim and I start working together. We need to see if there's some way we can take the paddleboard with us.
Space is a problem.
Because we've got what, the Blackstone, the oven, propane, the honey pot, paddleboard if we take it, generator, tools, or do you have tools in? Or yeah. Okay.
You think I'm gonna travel without tools? Really? Have we ever traveled without tools?
Well, I didn't know where they were. Finally, it's time for the least fun part, budget. We look at mileage, potential fuel stops, fuel costs, campground costs, the expense of various activities, and even figuring out where we will get food and the price variance. Tim starts looking at what we need in terms of vehicle and RV safety and maintenance. For this particular journey, we're hoping to go to the Arctic Ocean, so we'll need extra tires and various other items for hiking.
See, we need to add another box for putting stuff in, but I don't know if we have room for it.
We need a cap for the back.
Yep.
How much do those run?
Not in the budget.
Okay.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen.
I'm looking at our bucket list of Alaska, and it's not a crazy bucket list. It's not dude perfect level. It's nothing extreme, but everything costs so much more than it did the last time that we had planned on going to Alaska, and it's just gotten crazy. And I think it's time for us to consider, is it worth the money of going all the way up there if we can't do the things we want to do? I don't know. It may not be in the works for this year. So if we're not going to Alaska, do we still want to go to Canada?
Yeah, might as well. We've never been there.
True. And we got our passports.
Yep.
So everybody's ready to go.
We decided we'll still visit Glacier National Park, Banff, Jasper, and that whole area. But instead of going north from there, we'll just make our way to the West Coast. It's very important to us that we make it to Arkansas in time to vote in November. So our time is limited and must be used efficiently. Now the question is, where will we cross into Canada? It'd be awesome to cross on either the east or west end of Lake Superior into Ontario, then make our way west in Canada through Winnipeg, visit Riding Mountain National Park in Manitoba, continue west in Canada all the way to Calgary, Alberta, and as we're visiting all the Canadian national parks in the Rockies in that area, just go ahead and cross down into the US and visit Glacier for a few days before crossing back into Canada and making our way to the West Coast. From here, we go to Door County, and then we go down around, we go to Hobie Lake, and then we go over to that spot on Lake Superior. Then we just continue west from there, you think? We have several apps we use that make our traveling so much easier. We'll share them in the description below, but also be on the lookout on our blog for an article that describes them in more detail.
How far west do we want to go when we leave our last spot that we have up here?
Do we want to ease our way on over, or do we want to get on over into Minnesota and spend a little time kind of on the west side of Lake Superior in Minnesota? Like right in here somewhere?
I just prefer not to have any more than 4-hour days of driving.
Okay. From here to Door County to Hobie Lake to that Lake Superior stop east of Hudson. So we would pass through Marquette, if we did Hobie Lake, and then we went to that one, we would pass through Marquette on the way so we could get those
Goodies.
yeah, the pasties.
Pasties.
Well, I was trying to figure out how to tie this all into school and how to really get the most of it. I came across a unit study by Gather Round Homeschool called National Parks of North America. And I actually knew about this one for a long time. In fact, when they were first coming out with it, I was so excited I couldn't wait to use it. And then I never did. And then I was reminded of it when I was trying to figure out what we were going to do. And so I went ahead and got it. But then, look what I also got. Alberta. They have a unit study on Alberta. And where are we going to be going in Canada? Alberta. I don't know how strict I'm going to be on it, but we will be learning some about Alberta. So when we go to Alberta, they will know what it is. Because, I mean, let's face it, a lot of kids don't know about the different provinces in Canada. I don't know about the different provinces in Canada. I didn't learn much about them. So I think it'd be really cool if we're going there to be able to learn about it. And one thing I'm really thinking about doing is having each kid designated one national park. And they will do an educational video for our channel on each one that they have picked. So, for example, let's say Marley does Glacier. We will video her when we're in Glacier, and she will be teaching about Glacier National Park. And she will work on the editing part and putting it together. She'll be learning how to write what she's going to do. She'll be learning how to narrate. She'll be learning how to edit it and put it all together. Same thing for each of the boys. So whichever they choose to do, they will be teaching about that one. Don't hold me to it. That's just what I'm thinking right now. This gives us a more structured way to do our school. Of course, they'll be doing junior ranger programs. They learn a lot from that. We'll be doing other things too, but this is a good structured way to really tie everything in together. We kind of go with the flow on things. There are times that it doesn't work out as planned, and so we just have to roll with it. One thing we've learned in this lifestyle is adapt and overcome. It's what you do. Now that we have an idea of what we're doing, I'm getting really excited, and I'm ready to load everything up and jump in the truck and take off. So we hope you'll join us on this journey. It's going to be exciting, and there are so many bucket list items we'll check off, and we will share it with you every step of the way. So thank you so much for tuning in to this episode where we talked about how we plan everything. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We would love to share any of it. If you're ever interested in doing this, we would love to help you in any way we can and share anything that we've learned along the way, the good and the bad and the ugly. So tune in next weekend for the first video of our journey north and west.
Oh no.
Staying at places where some fish is biting me. Or something keeps getting me.
We look at for the educational. Try again. Now I'm trying to not laugh. Okay, Mark, you gotta be quiet. You're gonna make me laugh. For educational, I look for resources to help.
Wait, what did you say?
These should be bloopers, she said. Okay, stay quiet, please.
Okay.
We hope you'll join us. We hope you'll join us.
It sure would mean a lot to us and help out our family if you would like this video and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest at Broken Wing Adventures, or check out our website at www.brokenwingadventures.com.